Hi, good afternoon. So I wanted to touch base a little bit on judgment and a paper I wrote because I didn't want to forget anything that I've been studying and the outcomes that I've got from studying DBT judgments. So I wrote a little something. Hopefully, we can connect and maybe I could help somebody from my opinion. I know sometimes it helps hearing someone else's opinion, and sometimes it makes sense to us, right? So I just wanted to read to you what I wrote and what I've learned from my studies recently. Everyone falls into judgments, especially during arguments. Lashing out to someone you care about because you'll think it makes you feel better, it will actually add fuel to your emotional fire and actually make you feel worse in the end. So let me point out judging another person will negatively affect your relationship. Most of us know how it is being judged. If you can remember how you felt, it can make a huge impact on your interaction with others. Not always do we remember being judged as we're about to judge someone, right? So, if you can reduce your judgment of others, it will have a positive impact on your connection with others. Negative judgments of others makes it difficult for you to manage your emotions, and judgments will increase your painful feelings towards that person. We are raised being judged for so many things. For example, school when we're younger, dance, work, performance, how we're performing, and etc. I understand we at times have to judge whether or not we interact with someone in order to protect ourselves, our hearts, and our families. Also, it is important we learn from our mistakes so that we don't keep doing things over and over again, expecting different results. That's insanity. We grow to learn judgment as a defense mechanism to protect our heart. Using that way of thinking isn't so much being judgmental, it's more a skill of being non judgmental and being more aware of our feelings and experiences to prevent reoccurring mistakes we make. Being non judgmental isn't you being passive, as it is more of you being assertive. It's being able to express your feelings to someone without becoming aggressive, blaming, angry, and argumentative. We are able to flourish in relationships when we don't put judgments in them or on them. Even refrain from positive judgments in relationships. Because in the end, if the relationship doesn't go how you planned or set those positive judgments in the beginning, it turns negative, then it's a judgment based relationship. So try to refrain from even positive judgments, such as like, we have an amazing friendship, and then if something happens, it turns into something negative. Do you catch my drift, what I'm trying to get at? So, try to stay neutral in all of your relationships and refrain from even the positive judgments on them. And also setting limits. Try not to set limits on relationships. Sometimes we feel boundaries are being set, and we sometimes feel like it's judgment as boundaries, but it's not. Make sure it's the result of putting Make sure it's not the result of putting positive judgments that turn negative because the relationship didn't go as how you were positively judging them in the beginning. Try to put judgments aside and learn to become neutral. Your results will be more positive, and you'll be able to regulate your emotions better to interact with the person in the relationship. Soften your heart to people for a better outcome. No one is perfect, and we're all raised learning judgment. So I just wanted to see if I could connect with a little bit. It's been weighing on my heart a lot about judgment, and there's so much judgment going on in the world. So I just wanted you to feel and come to recognize who I am a little bit more by how I feel about judgment. And there's more. I'll get into more about judgment later on in my channel, but I'm just beginning, and I thank you for tuning in and for following me and subscribing. It means a lot. And if there's anything you would like to discuss, or you don't feel you agree with what I said, feel free to comment, either positive or negative. I'm open to constructive criticism. So have a blessed day and stay amazing.